Hey everyone, welcome back to this episode of Faith in Food. Today we're going to make lemon chicken salad wrap and talk about the zest of life. So let's see what we need. As always, I'm going to run down an ingredients list so you can cook this with me. Be sure to look down below so you know what ingredients that you need to make this lemon chicken salad wrap. It's going to be zesty. So we need a few things. We're going to start off, of course, with chicken. And today I have a boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I have it cut up in cubes. That's going to help us in the cooking process to help cook the chicken faster. Then we're going to also need some herbs and spices. So we're going to need, of course, lemon, because it's not a lemon chicken salad if we don't have lemon. So we need lemon, the juice of it, and also the zest. So how do you get the zest of a lemon? You just take a zester and you take off the peel. And you want to make sure not to take it off too much to where the white part is, because that part is super bitter. We're also going to need parsley, and we're going to need some dill. Also, we're going to need some green onion. We're going to need some non-fat Greek yogurt, because this is healthier for you. If you're looking for more full fat, I would suggest using full fat yogurt, or you can even use mayo, but let's keep it healthy and do the non-fat Greek yogurt. We're going to need some garlic to season our chicken, some lemon pepper, that's going to give it the little zing that we need. And as always, we love our pink Himalayan sea salt, so we're going to make sure to put that in there to give it a little pump of flavor. Oh yeah, you know what we need also in this? A little bit of a crunch factor. So we're going to add some slivered almonds into it to just give it a little extra bite. And to wrap it all together, we're going to need some whole grain or whole wheat tortillas or wraps, whichever is your choice. Additionally, you're going to need some olive oil or olive oil spray for your pan. So now that we have all of our ingredients, let's get cooking. So we're going to start by seasoning our chicken, but I need to make sure that I was well prepared. I have my Faith in Food apron on, and I want to shout out our Faith in Foodie friends, the Posies, for supplying us with this beautiful apron. But let's get cooking and make sure that we get this chicken nice and seasoned. So, like I said earlier, we're going to need a few ingredients for our seasonings. We're using garlic, sea salt, lemon pepper seasoning, and a little bit of olive oil. Now, in lemon pepper seasoning, it has peppercorns, sea salt, onion, lemon rind, garlic, lemon oil, and a little bit of citric acid. So, as you can see, there's already garlic and sea salt in there, so we don't have to be too generous with these things. We can just add just a little bit extra to give it more of a pop. So I'm going to actually start off with my lemon pepper seasoning. I'm going to take off my cap. And remember, we want to season our chicken really well and be super generous with our flavors because we want our food to taste good. So we're going to go ahead and go over all of our chicken. Our lemon pepper. And we want to make sure to flip our chicken over because we want both sides to be seasoned very well. Because we want that flavor to punch you in the mouth when you take a bite. Now we're going back in, more lemon pepper on this side. And you can get your lemon pepper from different places. I get mine from Trader Joe's, but there are a lot of different places that you can get lemon pepper seasoning. Just pick your favorite. Next, I'm going to go in with my pink Himalayan sea salt. And remember, it has sea salt in it already, so I don't need too much. So I did 3 across. Over my chicken so we can get the other side. I'm going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 across. So we're done with that. Put those to the side. our garlic. And we're using minced garlic today. So we just need a little bit. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of this garlic over the chicken. And as I turn it, I'm rubbing it in over the chicken. And then we're turning. Doing the same thing on the other side. Just a little bit, not too much. I mean, if you like garlic, go ahead and begin. But if not, then just use the amount that just gives it a little extra. Make sure to rub it in over your chicken. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and drizzle our chicken a little bit of olive oil. Extra because this is a pretty generous amount of olive oil, so it just will coat the chicken. So there we have it. Our chicken is all well seasoned and ready to go hit the pan. So we're over here at our stove, and we have our stove on a medium-high heat to get ready to cook our chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil or cooking spray. Today I'm using cooking spray. Into the pan. So we're going to just spray this a little bit just to coat the pan so the chicken doesn't stick. And then we're going to add our chicken in. You hear the sizzle? That's what we want to hear. And we want to be sure not to crowd our pan. So spread out your chicken with some gaps in between so the heat can transfer to over all the chicken. Making sure you put all your chicken into the pan, but also making sure to leave some space in between. I think that's about enough because I don't want to crowd it too much. So what we're going to do is allow our chicken to cook a little bit, and what we're looking for is an opaque color. Remember, we don't want to serve raw chicken because that's not good. We want to make sure it's cooked and cooked well through. So as it starts getting opaque, you're going to start seeing the chicken changing color and turning white. We want to make sure that that's happening. I hope y'all have been enjoying our season 2 of Faith and Food. I'm super excited to have you guys joining us back here and cooking some new and wonderful delicious things with us and getting zesty with me in the kitchen today. We're letting our chicken cook, and we're going to just allow this to cook for a little bit. Allowing our chicken to cook, and what I've done, we've been doing nothing. But what I've done is I have changed and turned over our chicken as it's been cooking and letting it get nice and brown, as you can see. So what I want to make sure of is that the center of my chicken is cooked. So what I need to do, and the chicken is very tender, which we love that, is I'm going to take my tongs and I'm going to cut down the center. And what I'm looking for in my chicken is for it to be, you see the juice coming out of it? That means it's juicy. And I want my center of my chicken to be white. So that's meaning my chicken is cooked. So I'm going to turn off my heat, and my chicken will still continue to cook even though I've turned the heat off. Right now, all I'm wanting is color. So I'm browning some of these pieces that are a little bit lighter. course, checking these pieces that are bigger. Make sure their centers are done. And they are. Very good. So right now I'm just browning my chicken. And of course, we've already had this cut up for us. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut it smaller so that when we make our chicken salad, it's not such big pieces in our chicken salad. So I'm going to start removing my chicken from the heat. Get those pieces that are already nice and brown out, while letting the pieces that needed a little bit more color get their color. And I want to let my chicken rest because we're having chicken salad wraps, which are usually cold. So we've cooked our chicken and we're going to let it rest a little while so that it can get at least room temperature. But while it's resting, we'll make our mix so that we'll put our chicken into. It smells so good. You can smell the spices, the lemon pepper. It smells zesty. It does. It really does. And that's what we're talking about today, the zest of life. So stay tuned to the end so you can hear what our food for thought is for today. Now I'm making sure to take my chicken and swipe up all that good stuff that's on the pan. That's the flavor. We don't want to let that go. So when I swipe it, you can see all of that delicious flavor gets onto my chicken. And we've taken all of our chicken off of the stove, and now we're going to sit and let it rest. And in the meantime, we're going to go over here and make our sauce that's going to cover our chicken. So we have our chicken that's fully cooked, nice and well seasoned, it's super juicy, resting over here so it can get to a room temperature. But in the meantime, we're going to sit and make our sauce or our covering for our chicken salad. So I have here my Greek yogurt and all my ingredients that's going to actually go into here, and some sea salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 3 of these spoonfuls of Greek yogurt. And remember, if you want more of a full fat salad wrap, then you would want to either use, not the non-fat version, but the full fat Greek yogurt or mayonnaise. So then I have about 3 spoonfuls. I think I'm going to take a little bit. I want it pretty coating. So I'm going to take my green onion. I'm going to pour that in there. And I'm going to mix that through. Next, I'm going to go into my lemon zest. And I'm going to put my lemon zest in there. Making sure to get all my lemon zest. You want to make sure that's incorporated through the whole thing. Next, I'm going to take my actual lemon and I'm going to squeeze the juice out of it. And you might have some seeds that fall into it. That's okay, you just remove them. So we want to squeeze all the juice of our lemon out. And I have one little straggler seed, so I'm going to take it out of there. And I'm going to mix that up, making sure to get all that lemon incorporated into my Greek yogurt. Next, I'm going to take my dill. This is going to add some good flavor in there. And I'm going to add that in there. And as you can see, the pop of green looks really good in it. Mix that together. Last but not least, I'm going to take my parsley and also add that in there. Another thing you could add to spice up the varieties, you could take some red onion and add that in there. That would taste really good in there. I would omit the green onion because you don't want so much onion flavor. It would add a really nice color and pop to this. But today we're using the green onion, mixing that all together. So we want to make sure that this is nice and seasoned. Our chicken is super seasoned, so it's going to add seasoning to our mixture here, but we want to just give it a little extra because we added the lemon, so it's going to be super tart. So we want to add a little bit of sea salt into there. And mix that around. And of course we want to give it a little taste so we can make sure that it's got enough salt. It's tangy because of the lemon, and it is enough saltiness. When we add our chicken to it, it's going to balance it perfectly. But we want to make sure all of it is included. So we don't want any Greek yogurt to not be part of this family. So we have our stuff all mixed together. We're just going to wait on our chicken to cool a little bit longer. Our chicken has cooled down and we want to chop it up into little bite-sized pieces. So I already started by chopping some of this side already, and we have a few more pieces that we want to be cut down. And remember, we don't want our chunks to be too small. We want them to have good meaty texture. So we just want to cut a little bit smaller than they are now, about this size. Just a good chunk. They're nice and cold now. It's cooled for a little bit. I would say you want to at least let it rest for about 15 minutes. Preferably put it in the fridge so it can get a little bit cold. Our chicken is really tender, so it doesn't require too much to cut through it. Alright. So we got all our chicken nice and cut down. We're going to take our chicken and we're going to add it into our mixture here. Making sure to get all that juice in there because that's the flavor. Our chicken in our Greek yogurt mixture. Want to make sure that all of our chicken is covered. No chicken left behind. We want all of it covered in this mixture. Chicken nice and coated and covered. We're going to take our plate over here, bring back our chicken, and the final thing we need to do is we need to add our almond slivers with a little bit of crunch. Mix that around. We want to take our whole wheat wrap. Take our chicken, place it in the center of our wrap, about 2 spoonfuls, end to end, and get a little bit. So we want to bring in our sides, and we're going to push down on our chicken. We're going to take it, and as we're rolling, we push in our sides. sides more, tucking. And then, set that to the side. We'll take our next one. Again, putting the chicken in the middle. Pushing in our sides, pushing our chicken down. And as we roll, we continue to tuck in our sides. I think that's good, which is good too. Then we want to slice it down the middle. Here we have it. Our chicken salad, lemon chicken salad wrap. For today, lemon chicken salad wraps. I cannot wait to taste this. I have my little piece here from our plate that we prepared. Let's take a bite. So it's creamy, delicious looking, and it looks like it's full of flavor. So let's take this delicious bite. Super good. A little messy, but very tasty. You can taste the lemon that gives it a pop of zing to it, the creaminess of the Greek yogurt, and all of the herbs and spices that we put in it. Super, super delicious. That one bite was absolutely delicious. Now I have a little food for thought for you for today. Remember in the beginning I said we were going to be talking about a zest of life. Well, you're wondering, what does that have to do with zesty chicken salad wraps? Well, my scripture reference for today is Romans 12:11, where it says, "Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically," which means zesty. So, like this chicken salad wrap, we must also have a zest for life and for the Lord and serve Him with gladness and enthusiasm. So, be sure and stay zesty. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Faith in Food. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit your notification bell so you don't miss out on all the things that we have going on here at Faith in Food. Oh yeah, share this with a couple of your friends because I'm sure they'd like to get some new and inspiring recipes in their kitchen. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below. You never know if your comment and your recipe ends up on an episode of Faith in Food. And don't forget to like us on our Instagram and our Facebook page because we share